But okay, so we were high school sweethearts.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And after graduation, back in 2012, um, I ended up pregnant
Around what age were you?
afterwards.
Around what age were you at that time?
You're telling me to do math again.
No, no, you don't have to necessarily. Maybe like give an approximate. Not you don't have to be exact.
When I graduated, I was 20.
Okay, so around somewhere
No,
around that.
21.
Yeah,
Yeah,
somewhere around
2021.
there. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I ended up being pregnant.
Was your
That
first
was
child with your high school
yes,
sweetheart, pretty much.
yes. That
Okay.
was originally when I left my parents' house. And I ended up miscarrying. I moved in with him and his family,
Okay.
and I
You lost
I,
the
I
baby?
missed. It was an early pregnancy.
Okay.
Yes. And then the following year, I was still living with him.
Mm-hmm.
We had all these for because we were together for quite some time. I had envisioned us being married and all
Mm-hmm.
of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And uh I ended up pregnant again, but during my third trimester, I found out he was unfaithful.
While
I was
while you was on your third trimester
my
with
last trimester,
your
yes.
first trimester, so you found you caught him sneaking around for the most part.
Yes.
How did that happen? How did you
Um, I had I had noticed red
suspicions?
flags, like he would stay out late.
Okay.
He had a pin on his Instagram, he had a pin on his phone. Um, like he would throw away movie tickets, but we were at that point where um we were very open and honest, like, oh, if you went out to the movies with your friends, you would tell me.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't.
Mm.
I hacked his Instagram
Mm.
and I found
You're
that
a hacker.
yeah,
That's good.
and I found out that the reason why his page was private was because he was flaunting the new relationship.
On his Instagram.
Yes. And then I pretended to be him and I sent the chick a message and
Mhm.
I actually spoke to her.
Wow. As him.
Yeah, she kind of had a weird feeling like, oh, why would he out of nowhere just send me this message?
Message. Right. So she was suspicious about it.
Yeah, but she still did it anyway.
Mm. Wow.
And basically, he was lying to her too,
Mm.
but she stood with him. He was lying to her, basically saying that I wasn't in the picture, I wasn't living with him, I was a crazy ex-girlfriend, that was just became pregnant.
Wow.
And I kept bothering
And
him.
you're in your third trimester and you're seeing you
Technically, with my first child,
first child.
all these hormonal changes, all
Yeah.
these physical changes, having a fallout with my parents slightly because I did leave on good terms with them.
Hmm.
Like I did leave the house, but at that specific time we weren't talking. Well, primarily my mother and I.
Right, right.
My
That
father and
happens.
I have a good relationship.
That happens sometimes.
And then basically once he and I broke up, he stood with her and
So let's track back a little bit.
sure.
So you find this out. What was your what did you feel at that time? Like what was your describe your feeling?
I was in denial. I couldn't believe it. I thought it was going to be an easy situation to win him back because we were together for so long,
Right. So you
And
couldn't believe that he would just run away with this
he
woman.
wanted two women. He wanted his cake and he wanted to, you know that phrase.
I know it very well.
Yeah.
And you know what?
So,
By the way, I think it was maybe like about a year ago. I asked somebody to explain that phrase to me because I always hear people say that you want your cake, you want to have your cake and eat it too. But I always
yes.
say, if you have your cake, it's yours. So why can't you have your cake and eat it? Because it's your cake. So I asked her to explain to me what that meant. And she kind of explained it to me. I still kind of don't get it, but we'll go with that. You want to have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah, he wanted the both of us and to reap the benefits of the both of us.
Pretty much, right?
Yeah. So,
Um, did you ask him to choose? Like, okay, so when you approached him
he
with
was
this,
already
did he
sorry,
deny it though? Like when you approached him with it, did he deny it?
slightly.
Mm.
Like he kind of was dumbfounded
It's that
because
you
I
found out.
found out. Yeah.
I can imagine. I can imagine.
And basically, he stood with her. And I was still living with him because I tried
Nowhere else to
to
go.
that too, and I also was trying to save my relationship.
Right.